Lots of traders don't know their identity. This is why they take trades they should have stayed away from or hold on to trades they should have taken profit on. At the end of the day, this trade reverses to their entry to give a break-even trade or even end up becoming a losing trade. In this video, I'm going to show you how to avoid some of these things, how to become a day trader using a simple strategy, right? So I'm going to show you on the chart how to backtest this strategy to help you level up your trading game. So guys, if you like videos like this that help you become a profitable trader or a better trader, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed, and also click on the like button as well. Thank you. So without further ado, let's dive into it. So what is day trading? Day trading involves buying and selling of securities such as stocks, currencies, and crypto. Now, the currency talks about GBP USD, Euro USD, and the likes, right? And cryptocurrency assets. The emphasis here is within the same day, right? Within the same day to profit from price fluctuations, often employing short-term strategies. Now, what all of this is talking about is your entry into the market and your exit happens within the same day, right? Your entry or your take profit happens within the same day. There is no, carrying over trades to the next day and all of that as a day trader, right? Now, these are things to note. The golden rule of day trading is that all positions are closed at the end of the day. So it means you don't go to bed leaving a position open, right? As a day trader, all your positions are meant to be closed before the end of the day, right? And the second thing to note here is this strategy is more efficient on a volatile pair. Now, that's why we are using GBP USD, right? Pairs such as GBP USD, Euro USD, gold, and all these type of volatile pairs is where you can actually day trade effectively, right? If you try to use pairs such as, let's say, for example, let's pick a pair here, let's say GBP NZD, right? This type of pair are not so volatile, right? So if you actually want to go day trade, you're going to have to, you're not going to get so much win. It's not like you're not going to be profitable. Yeah, you're going to be profitable, but then you're not going to, you're not going to make so much. Now, the reason why I say that is just look at this type of price action, right? Just look at consolidation everywhere, right? Just see how slow price moves. Just see the fights between the buyers and the sellers every time, right? It's not a one-way traffic. But if you trade pairs like GBP USD that you're going to be using in this video, you will see how price moves. Even when there are ranges, you will see that price is actually moving progressively, right? So that's why they trade on volatile pairs. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to look at the checklist. We are going to quickly look at the checklist for day trading, right? The things you need to consider when you are trying to day trade, right? The things you must consider. The number one checklist here is your time frame, right? Now, as a day trader, you need there is a unique time frame for day trading, right? Now, remember we said everything has to happen within the day. So, as a day trader, the number one thing here is your time frame. So, the time frame for day trading, you can use 1 day time frame, or you can use the 4 hour time frame to pick your trend, right? You can use 1 day or 4 hours for your trend, right? You don't go to 1 week, 1 month, and all of that. No, you're just day trading, right? So you're going to focus on 1 day and 4 hours as for your trend, right? For your trend. And for your entries, you can use any of these three. You can use 50 minutes, 30 minutes, and 1 hour, right? Preferably 30 minutes for me, right? If I'm day trading, I prefer 30 minutes, right? So your trend is 4 hours or 1 day, and your entry is 50 minutes, 30 minutes, or 1 hour, right? So this is very, very important, right? Because you want everything to happen within the same day. Then the next thing you want to look out is your structure, right? Now we are on the 1 hour, sorry, we're on a daily time frame right now. So we want to actually, look at what price is doing here, right? We don't care so much about what price has done in the past, right? We just want to see what price has done, recently. So if you observe very well, you agree with me that from this zone, price was actually trying to buy, right, in an uptrend from here all the way up here. Price was in an uptrend, right? And then something happened here, something happened here. So let's try to cut price and see. Let's try to cut price and see. Yeah, let's try to cut price and see what will happen with price, right? So something happened here. Let me play. So this was our last lower high, right? Now this is what happened. We had a change of character here, right? Because this higher low had been taken out, right? So we then refer to this zone here as our what? As our change of character, right? So these are a change of character. Now, so it means GBP USD is now bearish, right? So now we've identified the trend that we're currently on because now we're having what the change of character. Then the next thing after identifying our change of character, the next thing we want to be looking out for is our liquidity zones, right? And our liquidity zones here will be considering our demand zones and our supply zones. But because this is a selling trade, we are going to focus on the supply zones, right, as our liquidity zones. And when we figured our liquidity zones, right, then we can also use a liquidity zone as our point of interest as well as our POI. So what we are going to do is, since we've identified a trend on our higher time frame and we recognize that, okay, this is a change of character, we are going to then go to our lower time frame and then we're going to start looking for sales down here, right? Using our liquidity zones and our POI as our entry points. So let's go to 30 minutes. Let's just go down to 30 minutes. Okay, let me cancel this. Let me cancel this here. So let's go down to our 30 minutes time frame and see to the same zone I marked, right? Okay, now so this is how it looks like on the 30 minutes. The zone I marked out on the 1 hour, or sorry, on the 1 day. This is how it looks like on the 30 minutes time frame, right? So now we already have a change of character. This is where we had a change of character, right? So what we are going to be looking out for now is the zones, the liquidity zones that was responsible for the change of character. Remember, it was when liquidity was introduced into the market by the sellers, right? That they had enough the momentum to break this low right here. So we're going to be looking for that zones that was responsible for this push to the downside. So let's see if we can call price from here, from where we had our breakout structure. Okay, I think I need to upgrade my trading view. Okay, I think we just do it manually. We just do it manually. I think I need to upgrade from this basic plan to the okay. Let me just do this. So this is the zone where we had the last push that broke this low, right? That broke this low. And look at the momentum that price used in breaking this low. So this was the momentum that price used, right? Now we have two zones here as well. We can also say, okay, this is actually a zone, but then market has retested this zone right here. Market has retested this zone. It means lots of orders market has reduced the orders from this zone, right? So that's why we're actually considering this zone. So what we are going to do, since we are not using the replay button, we're just going to do it manually, right? So we're going to place our sell. We are going to mark out this demand zone, sorry, this supply zone here, and this supply zone here, this supply zone, and what? And then we're going to place our sell. We're going to place our sell entry right at the tip of this candle and a little bit above the high, right? Now, the reason why we are considering the demand zone is because number one, remember, if you haven't watched my video on demand and supply, I'll leave a link in the description, right? So check it out. The reason why we are considering this demand zone is because this supply zone left an imbalance behind, number one, and then it ended up giving us a change of character or a break of structure. Number two, right? So that's why we consider this zone as a valid zone, right? So we place our sell position here, right? And then we'll target what? We'll target this low that was created, target this low before price started retracing, right? So this would then be our target. And that would have given us like 1:8 trade, right? It would have given us 8 times our money, right? Now, we don't just hold trade. Since we've already confirmed that price has changed character here, right? So it means every opportunity that the market gives us, while it's yet to take out this low, we'll be taking them, right? We'll be taking them. Now, look at what I'm saying here. In this scenario, price failed to create a new high, right? Because price just reacted from our demand zone. So we are saying that price is going to go down to take this low. So what we are looking for now is we'll be looking for supply zones that we can, enter to take other positions, right? So you see price broke this structure to the downside. And remember, we say our supply zone must always break structure, right? So yes, he broke structure, but then this supply zone did not leave an imbalance behind, right? There is no imbalance. So this is a low probability supply zone. But then because we already have a bias that price is selling and because we already have a change of character here, so this is why I'm just going to consider it. But on a normal day, I'm not going to consider it, right? You can just decide to sell from this zone, right? Sell from this zone here. And yep, yep. Yeah. And another thing again that I'm considering this zone for is because of this bearish engulfing candle that happened here, right? So, and also, yeah, you target what? You target this low as well, right? You target this low. And yes, we still got another break of structure here as well. We got another break of structure here, right? We got another break of structure here as well. Now, the zone that was responsible for that, the zone that was responsible for this was our last demand supply zone, right? This was this candle right here. This would have been better if we are actually replaying this, but I hope you guys are following up. This was our last supply zone before this break of structure. So we are going to mark this candle out. We're going to mark this candle out like this. And also this is also another valid zone, but we don't know if price might not come to this zone, right? So we're going to just place our buy position here as well and place it a bit above our supply zone right here. And we also target this low as well. We also target this low, right? Right. Now we have a new break of structure again. Now we have a new break of structures and an imbalance as well, which means we have another valid supply zone up here. So we're going to still go ahead and mark out the supply zone as well. But then price failed to tap into this zone. So this would have been a missed trade for us, right? So price failed to tap into this zone. And then we got price failed to tap into this zone, but we got another break of structure. Price retraced down to give us another break of structure, right? Now, so once we have this break of structure, we are then going to consider this zone here that was responsible for the change of structure, right? For the BOS, right? For the break of structure, sorry. And price also went down to give us another BOS, failing to come up to trigger this zone, right? So then again, we have another another supply zone here as well, right? Another supply zone here. So guys, so this is how you just keep marking out your supply zones, right? This is how you keep marking them up. And so let's see if we can catch a live trade on, let's see, on EU, for example. Let's just, this is EU. This time around, you're going to use a replay button, right? So let's say this is EU here. And if you agree with me also, EU is a selling market right now. Yeah, it's creating a series of lower lows and lower lows. And we just had what? We just have a change of character here. I'm sure some of you are going to say, okay, this is a change of character. This was the last. You can even say, okay, this point as well, that this was the last lower high that was responsible for this lower low, and price has taken it out and all that. And I quite agree with you, but then something happened here, right? Price retraced, right? After taking out this, price retraced and then failed to take out this high. Price failed to take out this high and then started selling. And remember when we discussed weak highs and weak lows? Also, if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out. When we discuss weak high and weak lows, we say whenever a lower high, right, is whenever a higher low, whenever a higher low fails to create a higher high, that higher low ought to be taken out, right? So since this higher low from here is failing to create a new higher high, what is our anticipation? That price is going to come down here and take out this higher low, right? Most likely, because this trend is bearish, price will just continue selling, right? But if it's in a bullish scenario, a strong bullish market, right, you expect price to take out this low and then start moving to the upside, right? So since this has happened, it means we are still bearish. It means our bias is still bearish. So what are we going to do? We're going to be looking forward for sales confirmation. And also, if you look closely here, yeah, you will see that there is also an internal structure here, right? There's also an internal structure here aside this one here. You see that price also failed to create, this high here, this high here, this higher low here that create this high. Price also took it out, right? Price took it out just from here, right? Price took it out here. So we can even see here we have another change of character, right? That also confirms our bias, right? Our selling bias. So we're going to go down to our 15 minutes time frame again. This time around, let's cut price and see. Let's cut price from here. What is going on? Okay, I need to upgrade this thing. Or does it work for any higher time frames? Okay. Now, so this is where we had our change of character, right? This is where we had our change of character. So what was the latest demand supply zone that was responsible for this break, right? It was this one here. So we mark it out, and then we place our sell position here and our stop loss a bit above it, right? A bit above it. And then we target this low right here. We target this low right here as what? As our take profit. So this would have been our take profit right here. Now, so what is our anticipation going into the new week for EU? We are saying that this is our last supply zone that was responsible for this break of structure, right? So we are anticipating that what price is going to come into this zone and give us a sell down. And because of this long week here, I'm just going to place this at the body. If you watch my videos on entries, right, you're going to understand why I place this at the body of the candle. So what is our anticipation for the new week? The price is going to come here and then give us a sell to the downside, right? So this would be our anticipation. Then we're going to go ahead and place our sell here, and then we'll close this target. We'll close this low, this high here as our stop loss, and then we target this low right here as our take profit. So this is our anticipation for the new week. So guys, this is how you day trade, right? This is how you day trade using this simple principle, of valid supply zones and demand zone. If it was a bullish scenario, we would have used demand zones, right? So this is how you day trade. And ensure you close all your positions at the end of the day. You don't hold trades over to the next day because price can just decide to change trend, right? So guys, I hope you found value in this video. If you did, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button and also the like button as well. I'm going to leave a quiz in the comment section just to test your understanding of this concept. Do well to attempt it and I'll react to it. So guys, thanks for watching once again. See you in the next one. Peace.